Assalamu alaikum. Girona won, Real Madrid won. Actually, I shouldn't even say Real Madrid. Real United won. And to be fair, right, and to be honest, right, I am not shocked. I am not shocked at all. Like I say all the time, I say this all the time. Go back, I have my receipts, and look what I've been saying from before. The match preview. I said it. I have a feeling we're going to struggle this game. I gave the key to winning this game. There were players who didn't follow it, right? There were the manager didn't follow it. I don't know why they're not following it because, like I said, everybody should be subscribed. And if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss out on everything that's going on. The solution, all right? Because at this point, I feel like that I have the solution. I don't know if it's hard to execute it. I don't know if it's hard to follow orders. I don't know if it's hard to play as a team. I don't know what it is at this point, but I'm going to make this clear, and this video is going to mark it right here because a number one team struggled and dropped points against a team that's facing relegation, an 18th place team. Real Madrid struggled against Girona, and here is what I'm going to say. At this rate that we're playing at right now, at this rate, this second, in the past 5 games, we are not going to win a single trophy this season. I'll repeat it again. At this rate that we're playing at right now, at this level, we are not going to win a single trophy this season. And if I have to extend my take, I don't see Xabi Alonso lasting at Real Madrid. Now, I'm not going to say I'm already losing hope with Xabi Alonso. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I don't trust Xabi Alonso. But there is no convincing why he should stay. That's number one. Number two, the huge drop in formation. Number three, we have nothing that convinces us, right, that there is still hope. Yes, this is still early in the season. Yes, we're possibly still adapting. Yes, we're dealing with injuries. No, all of those are not excuses. So this match honestly just proved to me that we are going to go trophyless because at this rate that we're playing at right now, where I don't see any improvements, where I don't see anything like we're playing with urgency, and the huge drop in formation, the huge drop in the way we're playing, honestly, what else is there to see? What else? I don't know. I'm already expecting this. I expected this, and I'm going to keep expecting this because there are no changes with the way we play, the way we deliver results, and the way that the only reason why we didn't drop the full 3 points is because of a penalty, which is embarrassing. We deserved it, and shout out to Vinny for winning it. But I'm not shouting out a single player besides Courtois. I'm not shouting out a single player because everybody, from the players to the manager, performed horribly. And I want to specifically highlight Xabi Alonso this game and his decisions because this all is going to go back to Xabi Alonso. There's a difference when you see a team playing and you see the problem, multiple problems, or a specific focus of a problem. And the reason why I'm highlighting Xabi Alonso is because it's not just one player dropping form. For example, last season, right? Even though we saw the entire team kind of not delivering the best results, we knew that, for example, Vinicius Jr. dropped in form. We noticed Mbappé didn't, even though he kind of adjusted in the beginning, he dropped form a little bit. But at the same time, performances like this, where you see the entire team, just nobody is doing good, that's why it goes back to the manager. In this specific case, it goes back to Xabi Alonso. And I don't even want to talk about the game anymore. I'm honestly done with it because Girona's goal was nobody saving that. Nobody. Even a great goalie like Courtois is not saving that. With the power it was shot at, with the way it landed, with the way Courtois, kind of he didn't know which direction the ball was going to come at. And the ball was at incredible speed. Nobody was going to save that. Girona did really well breaking our defense. And not only Girona, because I don't know what the defensive tactic is, but it has dropped form bad. Even when we had Dean Huijsen, the form dropped so bad that teams like Girona, a team facing relegation, going up against us who were number 1, now we're number 2 officially, right? Where they scored an open play goal like this, where they have been scoreless only through set pieces, just for them to score on us through an open play is embarrassing. That's all I could say. And I don't know how Xabi Alonso is going to take this into the press conference without being open and honest. But the fact is, I don't know what else to think of when it comes to Xabi Alonso and specific players. But for this match and so far for these couple of games, I want to highlight Xabi Alonso. With the first things first, what is going on with Rodrigo and Endrick? I am confused, and I don't know what's going on. There are moments where we do need them, both of them, and you still decide to not start them or even give them 1 minute of playtime, right? I know Rodrigo played, and I'm going to go on to that in my second part. How come these specific players are not getting the minutes that they deserve? We've seen last season how Endrick played at his debut. For a bench player to come on and score, which Endrick have done that, especially last year during the Copa del Rey, what do you see that we do not see? What is going on behind scenes? Is it because of his age? Is it because you notice that he dropped form? Because I remember so far, I think he only played 2, maybe 3 games, but I only remember 2 games that he played at for us, which is maybe the last 10 minutes of the match. I do not remember him playing at all in the game. What is it with them? And I don't know why the Spanish media is not asking him enough questions about that. And not only that, but before I move on to this point, I just want to tackle on it real quick. The way the lineups are always rotating, where we do not know who our starting lineup is. Who's starting on the right wing? Is it Franco? Is it Valverde? Is it Rodrigo? Is it Arda? Who is it? I don't know. Camavinga. Is he a starter? Is he not? Valverde. Is he going to stay as a midfielder even though he dropped form? Or are you going to keep playing him as a right back? We have no direct answer for this. And if I turn it to you guys, which are the fans, if I say, what's your starting lineup for Real Madrid? What is your, if I'm like a Milan fan, right? And I come up to you and be like, hey, what's your lineup for Real Madrid? Like, what do you guys usually play? You're not going to give me a one-set answer. If I ask you and 10 other Real Madrid fans, nobody's going to give me a direct answer. Nobody. And especially if Carvajal is healthy, we don't even know if he's going to start over Trent or not. I don't know it. Do you? I don't know. Xabi Alonso has to answer those specific questions, right? Moving on to my point number 2. And specifically, this is about Rodrigo. If you're telling us that this guy is a left winger and you do not want him to play on the right side or the right wing position, why have you been subbing him on the right wing position? Franco's on the bench. He's back. You named him on the bench. He's back, right? What is it? We are not having clear answers, and you could tell by the way the players are playing right now. I don't know what is different compared to the first couple of games of the season, but something changed. And even as a fan, not even as a player, I need answers. I'm not a player, but I'm saying if I was a player, I need answers because I don't know, what conclusion can we come up with at this point? Look at our form over here. This is our form. And the fact, don't let this green fool you, by the way, against Olympiacos. Don't let this fool you. Whoever watched the game knows this is not a good performance that we had over here. Technically, I would say this is a draw or a loss. This is our last 5 games. We were number 1 in La Liga, and now look how many draws we've had. Barcelona now is going to sit at number 1, and they're going to sit at number 1. If I have to be honest, they're going to sit number 1. There is no way Barcelona is going to drop at the level that they're playing out right now. How do you see them dropping points? At this point, Villarreal is going to stay number 2. We might finish at number 3. Yes, it's only November now heading into December. We're almost close to the halfway point of the season. Anything could change. I know. I get it. But that's what I'm saying. At this rate that we're at right now, Xabi Alonso, what is the solution to get back on track before it's too late? What is it? We beat Barcelona. What else? What have we done? We're struggling against Liverpool, who, by the way, they won today. Congrats to Liverpool. But Look at their form as well. And then they come around and beat us, and we couldn't even come close to the level they were at. What is the next steps? That is what I want to know. What are we going to do next? There are a lot of questions that, for me specifically, that I have, that I wish I had answers to, where now I'm looking at last season, and like I've been saying it, right? I didn't start my YouTube, but I've been saying this. I want to try Carlo Ancelotti out because we knew the answers. We knew what was wrong. We knew what the change is. We knew what we needed. But for this one specifically, if we blame Xabi Alonso, people are going to say it's too early. We need to give him a chance. This is just maybe a small downhill that we're going at right now. And then if I say don't sack him, people are going to say, look at the form we're at right now. It's only going to get lower. So can I defend him? Can I not defend Xabi Alonso? I don't know what it is. I wish that I had the answers, but whoever is saying that the manager alone is not at fault, he is. He is. Because we know when it's a player problem and we know when it's a manager problem. And I could give this perfect example and nobody can say that I'm wrong at that. Look at the way we've been conceding our goals in the past 5 games. Look at the threats that the other team has been giving us when we are defending. That is not a player issue. That is not a couple of players. That's not, our defense is not weak. We have Trent. Let's leave Trent. We have Valverde. We have Militao. Even when Dean Huijsen is back, we have Dean Huijsen. We have Rudiger. We have Carreras. We have Fran Garcia. Those are not weak defenders and fullbacks. You guys have to understand that. They are not weak. They know how to play their role. And to see in the last 5 games where we have struggled, even though we have not conceded as much, but the way we have struggled to keep the opposition away from the box. And by the way, if it wasn't for Courtois, we would have conceded probably all those 5 games. We would have conceded more than 1 goal. 100%. 100%. Courtois has been on point, and he's been the only player who has not disappointed us. Has not. Even though they've been scoring their goals, what more can Courtois do? So this all falls back on the tactics, Xabi Alonso. It all falls back on your lineup, Xabi Alonso. Because why in the world did Valverde start as a right winger? Why? We have Franco and Rodrigo. Rodrigo, who's played there longer than anybody else, but you don't want to put him there. And yes, Rodrigo came on, didn't do nothing. I do not care. I don't care. I'd prefer Rodrigo, he's naturally a left winger, but has played there for a number of years, number of seasons. I'd rather him play there so that if he's doing a mistake, it's a mistake that a right winger does compared to if a midfielder does it. Because let's be honest, Valverde has not been in shape. He's not been in form. He has not been in good form. He has not been the same under Xabi Alonso. As a right back, he's been doing very well. I'm not going to lie. Midfielder, holding midfielder, right wing, he has not been doing good. You can't tell me this game he has been doing good. He finished with a 6.6. You can't tell me this is good. And do not, like I said, don't let the green fool you. Do not let the green fool you. The only reason why it's like this is because, actually, this is what I just noticed. How in the world is Courtois a 7.1? But then look at Militao and look at Rudiger. How are they above Courtois? It is ridiculous, whoever's doing the ratings, but you cannot tell me that this is not a manager issue. This is 100,000% a manager issue. I don't know what else to say. I want to leave it to you guys. What do you think? Do you think that this game was... I don't even know what questions to ask at this point, but do you think that this is a manager issue or the players? Let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's the tactics, the formation, the lineups? What is it? Because there's a lot of issues right now that's going on at Real Madrid that I swear that I do not know what the answer is. That I don't know what the answer is. Make sure you leave it in the comments below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And subscribe if you're new, because a lot of you guys, and I'm saying more than 90% of you guys, are not subscribed. So make sure you subscribe. You know, it's free. Why not? You could even leave the notifications off if you don't want to see me pop up on your phone. It's just for free and to support me. So thank you very much for those who already have subscribed and do watch the videos and like and comment. I really do appreciate you guys. And until then, salam alaikum.